Hello everyone, welcome to a new session on My Wildlife Story. We are today we have a really exciting guest, amazing guest today. We have got Nikita Pimple on this for this session. So let me first introduce to what this session is. Welcome everyone for My Wildlife Story. My Wildlife Story is a session where we have conversation with up and coming various professionals who are in the field of wildlife and conservation. They are doing many amazing jobs. They are working in conservation or any particular field related to wildlife. They are pursuing what they dreamt of, and that's exactly the kind of people we'll be having conversation with. And hopefully these people can inspire you and give you some ideas on what and how you can be a part of the conservation movement. Okay, so I'm your host Anurag Karegar. I'm the project director at Naturalist, one of the founding members, and I work as a nature interpreter and also manage the projects. And let me introduce you guys to our skipper again. So we are being joined by Nikita Pimple. She is the principal of Rishi Valmiki Eco School. It's a fantastic school. Naturalist Foundation has worked a lot of time with this school, and the kids are amazing. It is a very unique take on how education needs to be imparted. It goes along with nature education and the proper government curriculum. So without any further ado, let me join Nikita Pimple ma'am into this conversation. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good, Anurag. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Ma'am, let us begin the sessions with a question. Okay, so now, usually as kids, our first, the people who inspire us the most are our teachers. Usually, our first mentors or the first people we look up to are our parents, and the second comes teacher. As kids, we all want to become like our teacher, but later on, we tend to change our dreams to something like a pilot or something like that's more heroic, but you have continued to hold on to that dream and actually become a teacher, and that to a principal. So what inspired you to continue on this path?
Uh, yes, so I would say it is in my genes. My parents are social worker and they are into education field for more than almost 30 years now. So I've grown up looking at them. I've grown up looking at them how they were always caring for the kids and into teaching field. But definitely, I had not chosen this field. Obviously, like as you correctly
Mhm.
said, that once you grow up, you don't want to be a teacher. You want to be something else.
Yeah.
So I had chosen
Yeah.
very different career, very different than what
Mhm.
everybody selects basically. I won't
Yeah.
disclose that now because I'm a
Okay.
principal.
Yeah.
Then, but once what happened, my father said that there are 4 rooms we are getting, and are you willing to start a school?
Mhm.
So he took me in the community. We
Mhm.
went to the community visit, and when I went for that visit, from outside, what you
Mhm.
see is nothing. When I went inside, I
Yeah.
met kids, I met people. I realized what we have got in life is very different, and there are people who need a lot, who don't have
Yeah.
everything. That one thought, one visit changed my complete outlook, and I decided to come and join my father in this social work,
Mhm.
and this is how I became a teacher. I had done my education in the same field, but never wanted to pursue
Mhm.
the same. But this one incident
Yeah.
changed me, and I came into this field.
Okay, okay, okay. Now let me introduce. First, we need to talk about the concept that you're running in Rishi Valmiki Eco School. So it's a very unique way that the school is going. It's not just following the government curriculum. There's some very unique addition that you have brought in on your own. So can you tell us what is the concept behind Rishi Valmiki Eco School?
Okay. So as I said, when I went in the community, I met lot of kids. But when we started the school, I started interacting with children on one-to-one level, right? I got to know their situation, their family issues, and lot of things. In the what happened in the middle of the time that I was very passionate about nature. I was going for I used to go for nature walks. Like for 4 to 5 years, I was connected with wildlife
Yeah.
because I'm Bhavan student like you and
True.
Panda sir student. So because of him,
Yeah.
I will always say because of my sir, I am in this field, and I was connected with wildlife for 5 to 6 years before starting the school. So when we
Yeah.
started the school, we started with junior KG and grade 1. But as I was passionate, like I always say, ki whatever mother likes, her children needs to learn that. They have to learn that what
Yeah.
their mother like. The same thing happened
True.
with me. I was very passionate about nature, so I started teaching it to my children in the school. And what I realized within a year that they got very attracted towards nature. They wanted to learn about nature. So this one thing made me feel stronger that I need to introduce in the school. So I remember one
Okay.
incident. Any other subject when I used to teach, attention capacity of the children was used to be only 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's it for primary section. But when I started
Yeah.
teaching wildlife using stories, now it goes up to 1 hour and I can hold their attention for an
Okay.
hour for primary section.
Wow.
So that
For
shows
other
that
subjects also.
for other
Yeah.
subjects, yes, but for wildlife, for everybody. For other
Much
subjects,
more.
what
Yeah.
happens? Yeah, for other subjects,
Uh-huh.
limited number of kids will pay attention, however you try. But for wildlife, you will have 100% attention. So that's the
Yeah.
uniqueness of wildlife. I think we are part of nature. We are connected with
Yeah.
nature, and that's why this is happening. Is what I have observed.
Yeah. We
So
have that innate connection with the wildlife and nature that no one can say no. Yeah.
So that's why then I realized कि yes, this is bringing lot of difference in children. They are more attentive. They have become more curious to know about lot of things. And it is when wildlife is obviously connected with geography, science, lot of other subjects. So it started
Yeah.
helping them there to cope up. So this is how I came to this concept that yes, we will make this as an eco school. We'll make wildlife as an integral part of our syllabus, part of the education, and I started focusing on the same, and we started wildlife as a proper subject in the school.
Okay. So you introduce an entirely new subject in your school curriculum.
Completely entirely new subject. So just recently, I like to I like to share one thing with you. We recently, my children, my students are teaching younger kids about wildlife, and we got their video
Oh.
done. They did it at home and they sent it.
Yeah.
So in the message they are saying, dear friends, as you all know, with our 7 subjects, we have one more subject, wildlife, and which we are going to study today.
Yeah.
So they also know, ki, okay, this is
Oh,
one more
wow.
additional subject which we are going to study apart from
Yeah.
this. So it's a different and we conduct exams. We have regular exams of wildlife. So it's an integral part. Like we have
Oh.
unit tests for other subjects, we have unit tests for wildlife also. And in the report card, we have marks for
Yeah.
being eco-friendly, how much eco-friendly you are, how much passionate about nature you are.
Oh,
So it
fantastic.
is so much integrated in the curriculum.
Oh, that's so interesting the way. So when it comes to now, usually when any parent would be there or any today there's so much of concern. Means I remember my days in 8th, 9th, and 10th. It used to be very hectic. There used to be very a lot of pressure. I used to feel there is no time and no amount of time would be enough. And here you are managing to teach another subject and still managing the entire thing. There's so many activities that your school children are involved in. Means over the years, there are so many different activities. They have done street plays and all these kind of things. So how do you manage both of these? Do you face any negative feedback about it?
Negative feedback, no. Challenges, yes. That challenges because, as you said, time management is the biggest challenge where you have to focus on academics, obviously, because later on,
Yeah.
in 10th standard, later on they have to cope up with academics. So that is one part.
Yeah.
But what we believe in the school, it is overall development. It is 360-degree development. Just learning academics, you can by heart answers and score 80% and 75% marks, right? But our focus is on 360-degree development, and that's why there are so many activities. Now, I would say that we have never faced a challenge with academics as such. What happens when children are busy with so many activities, they automatically become involved in their studies. They automatically become involved in the school. So I think that's why a lot of people ask me कि तुम कैसे manage करते हो? How do you manage? Means we are unable to manage the portion to complete till unit test. But we are able to manage because we work also extra. So we work on Sundays, we do extra work. So for all activities, children wait after school. We do not do it during the school hours. When school
And the fun part is they willingly are there present in the school.
So
Yeah.
for whenever there is some function in the school, we are in the school till 11 p.m., 11:30.
Wow.
And then parents, yes, hats off to them as well. They trust us and they support us. So sometimes उनका भी मतलब पारा चढ़ जाता है कि ma'am, it's 11:30 and kids are in the school, but still they will cooperate because they know it is something happening which is good for their kids. When they see their children performing, when they see their children teaching others, having so much of confidence, So that faith has come from there कि ठीक है थोड़ा सा तकलीफ होगा, but we know that our children are getting best and they can see it in
Yeah.
their kids. So I would say कि yes, parents are very cooperative. That trust factor which is nowadays missing, missing in the school
Yeah.
system, missing on the teachers, that's there in our school.
Yeah.
Thank God for the same and thanks to parents that they trust us. And I think the credit goes to the
I'm
team also.
sure if I take a random survey of any kid around here and ask them whether they would like to stay after hours in the schools, they are going to say no.
Arey Anurag,
And
when we have Diwali vacation, we join before
Mhm.
children. As soon as kids
Yeah,
come to know we are in the school, they start coming in the school. They start coming in the
voluntarily.
school, and they will say कि मैम कुछ काम दे दो, या we will sit in the classroom, we'll
Yeah.
do something. So we have all the time activities kept for them कि it is for
Mhm.
now also even in April and May they'll keep calling me, teachers messaging कि give teachers some work
Yeah.
for us and we'll work for the school. So actually they're very attached. They're very
Yeah.
attached with the teachers and school. That type of atmosphere we have tried to create in the school. So they say that the school is second home for them. So I think that's the biggest
Mhm.
compliment any school can get. That and they say teachers
Yeah.
are our second mothers. So this is how they
Yeah.
address us. So that responsibility is also there, but that type of environment is in the school. And as you
Yeah.
said, if randomly you ask you another question to them, that
Mhm.
which is their
Yeah.
favorite subject, so they will
Huh.
say ki first one what they like in the school, they will say wildlife, nature
Oh,
education. This is what they call it, okay,
yeah.
nature education.
Yeah.
And second, we like all the activities which happen in the school. And then comes the academic. And I frankly tell you,
Yeah.
once they pass out, what are they going to remember? They're going to remember this, their journey, their
Yeah.
memories, these experiences, what they have gained.
Mhm.
So I think school life is all about this. Academic is just a small part, but we try to focus
Mhm.
academics more, and these
Yeah.
parts we are missing on. So we are trying to focus on this
Definitely.
active, and this activity is not only for wildlife, but academic is also taught through activities. So our focus is more on
Okay.
activities.
Yeah. And I must tell the viewers that all these kids who are in this school are all from underprivileged backgrounds. None of them are from private school or anything. This is a is this a government school or is it taken over by you where you manage
So
the
it's a
fees?
BMC school, and we have got 4 classrooms on rent. So we are
Okay.
running our school in a rented BMC room. So it is separate from BMC.
Okay.
It's a private school.
Mhm.
But yes, we
Okay.
are affiliated with Maharashtra State Board, so we have to follow all the rules which Maharashtra State Board has.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
exams also for 10th standard also children appear for ACC exams. So we have got that recognition,
Yeah.
but it is a private school.
Okay, okay. But that's what is fantastic that all that you are doing right now is for underprivileged kids. They are coming on their own, and what earlier you also pointed that out. But how is this particular COVID situation impacted those kids? Means what has happened right now?
So yes, they have got badly affected because all our my students' parents, most of like more than 90% are daily wagers. So most of the
Mm-hmm.
children parents have got migrated to their villages, and we are unable to locate them also. So few of them, and obviously as they are daily wagers, they are unable to pay fees. So that worry is always there in their mind that sometime we have to
Yeah.
pay the fees. So we have waived off fees and all,
Mm-hmm.
but still somewhere that tension is there. Ki even if whatever we have waived off, after that also paying the fees is the challenge for them. So we are
Yeah.
currently not getting into this. We are telling parents that don't worry about this. Whenever you can, you pay the fees. Now let children attend the lectures. So this is one of
Yeah.
the crisis. Second crisis is having Android phones. So not all of them have Android phones for the classes,
Yeah.
and if they have, then only one Android phone in the family. So we have to, so that's why we have dropped on this online coaching. We are making our videos. So teachers are actually creating their,
Okay.
we are creating our own content. We are not using anything which is
Wow.
ready-made
Fantastic.
because we know our children na, so we know and they want to see us. So we are getting really good feedback from kids कि मैम ऐसे लगता है हम क्लास में ही हैं. So आप आपके वीडियोस देख के अच्छा लगता है. So this type of replies we get. Suddenly I get a call at 10 o'clock that I want to speak with you, ma'am. So all these things all teachers are experiencing. So we are creating these YouTube videos so that if they have one Android phone, anytime during the day they can watch it. So this is how we are trying to cope with the things. But yes, they
Yeah.
have got badly affected. So we are trying to
I
actually
think even
work
your
in towards
students
that.
have joined into the conversation right now. I see
Oh,
Meghna.
oh,
Yeah. So they are also
okay.
there. Hi guys. Okay. So So it's a fantastic thing that also one another thing ki besides wildlife, it's not usually it tends to feel ki it's all about environment and nature. But what is really interesting that you are also teaching other skills like football coaching is going on, karate, and all these things are going. So what other extracurricular activities are going on in the school?
I would like to say here, Anurag, ki as I said, ki my children come from the community, and as a teacher,
Yeah,
my responsibility is to give them maximum exposure, which is my
yeah,
responsibility as a teacher, as they are not
yeah.
getting it from their home. So whatever is possible, now we are trying to do. So they are learning karate, they are learning football. We have physical exercise as a separate subject. Then wildlife, as you know. Then we have life skill coaching. So life skill coaching is again, as we have wildlife as one lecture in a week, we have life skills one lecture in a week. So that's a separate thing. So all this overall, like then remedial education. We also have remedial education, complete different setup, and a remedial teacher for the children who are unable to cope up with studies. So then we have
Okay,
music classes, we have guitar classes also. So you name the thing, and most of
fantastic.
the things we have. And then theater and dance we have once in 2 years. So whenever we
Theater
have
and dance are areas where your kids are masters. I
yes,
think there are
so
very few even international schools who will be able to meet the standards that you are setting right now.
yes, when you say about performing arts, where
Yeah.
children are
Mhm.
actually conveying some messages
Yeah.
through performing arts, I think I feel proud that
Yeah.
we are trying to
You,
do our best.
yeah. Usually, I think most of these international schools they show more it's more about the infrastructure that they are providing and less about the activities. That's where they focus more. But I don't think so. They meet the international criteria, or rather that was skills or the result that they are providing. You are definitely providing them in lesser uh,
Lesser,
qua-
it,
quality or with lesser
and
infrastructure for that matter.
lesser infrastructure and nominal fees, I would say ki there is
Yeah.
hardly any fees, and we are trying to give best to our children. And then I try to get connected with lot of organization for this, because in this fee it is not possible and we are unable to raise donation always. So like Naturalist
Yeah.
Foundation, you come and you teach children. Similarly for football, we have another organization, we are approaching them. So this is how we try to connect with
Yeah.
different organizations also, where people come willingly. They see that
Yeah.
children are doing good and we are passionate, then they support the cause. So this is how
Yeah.
also we are working. So that's why we are able to give the exposure. For dance also we are looking for such organizations who can come and teach children. So but then agenda should be clear. As you said, ki why we are able to deliver, because our agenda is clear that we have to give best to children and which they
Yeah.
deserve, and that's why then things fall in place. And again, for this annual function, I would like to say that we are very clear that whatever we do, there should be some education happening. So if you are doing some annual function also, it should not be on some Bollywood dancing, but there should be some cause
Yeah.
attached to it, and they should
True.
learn
True.
something. So that's why you can see that on the stage, that our objective is very
Yeah.
clear, that children are performing on skits like turtles and seahorses, and they're spreading the
Yeah.
awareness message. So
True.
if your objective is clear, I think lot of things fall in place.
Okay. Okay. Let's discuss some of the experience because now we have talked about the kids so much. Let's discuss some experiences and some amazing adventures that these kids have done, so that the listeners and the viewers can tally to what amazing kids these guys are.
There are many actually, but to take few is I will take the recent one first. That my kids who are migrated, and we have a nature club group. So
Yeah.
every day during the day, I get some or other picture from their native place. Sometimes they send some pictures of birds or nest or snake, and I feel so proud that even in this difficult situation, they are busy in birding. They are busy with nature. So I say that
Yeah.
nature is very therapeutic, and when my children, when lot of kids face lot of issues at home, it can be financial
Yeah.
crisis, domestic violence, a lot of things they
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
at home,
True.
and at that time they have to be very calm, and this wildlife is helping them to be calm. So this
Able
is
to
one
cope
of
with
the
all the stress.
Yes, this is one
Yeah.
of the incident. Then I had shared with you, I think, that once BMC people had come and they were chopping the branches of the trees. So that is the very common
Okay.
practice of BMC. They're just
Yeah.
chopping the
True.
branches. That's it. But there is
Trimming.
this
Yeah.
group of sixth and seventh standard girls, and they came running to me in the office towards me. कि अभी के अभी चलो आप. We have to go out and we have to ask them to stop. I said, what happened? So they said, कि ma'am, on one of the branches there is a barbet who nest every year. and
Okay,
that
okay, okay,
branch
okay.
they cannot cut off. So imagine, see,
Uh-huh.
wildlife is bringing so much of love for
Yeah.
the nature. Basically, I
Mhm.
didn't teach them ki don't cut
Yeah.
trees. I just taught them what is barbet, what are birds,
Yeah.
and they automatically learning ki okay, I need to save it because this is mine, I love it, this is my part of my
Yeah.
life. So they know every tree in the vicinity, which bird nest on which tree. They look
Yeah.
for that bird in the particular season. So they'll miss कि फैंटल फ्लाई कैचर आज थर्ड स्टैंडर्ड के विंडो सिल पे नहीं आया. This type of
Hmm.
conversations they have कि
Yeah.
आज
And
फैंटल
usually
फ्लाई.
what and
Yeah.
usually what happens when people are trimming it feels normal. Yeah, every year they're trimming. The plant will grow new leaves by the time it's monsoon. But hardly any like
Notice.
this realization that so many birds must be nesting on that particular tree. Which bird is nesting?
Yes.
Which animal
Yes.
is
Yes.
residing on that tree? It's
So there
something
is a
that very few people it
notice.
strikes their mind. Yeah,
Notices,
notice
yeah.
definitely.
So even there is a tree just near our third standard class. Every summer the koel comes there on the same tree. So this kid
Hmm.
start looking for the koel. कि अभी koel will come and she will koel will sing on this will sit on this tree and sing. So this then there was a child. I will like to share this with you. Smitesh, you know him. So his mother had complained. She had come to the school and she complained कि what did you teach my child? He's picking up all the garbage from the road and throwing it in the dustbin at home. So what are you teaching my child? And she was also laughing because she realized कि what we are doing. And I was laughing. I was laughing so much. And he said कि then I spoke with Smitesh. He said कि मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता. मम्मी भी फेंक देती है कभी कभी कचरा. So I pick up everything now. So she also knows that we cannot throw it on the road. So very passionate children. And one of my child, Sakshi,
Mhm.
you will just recently, what she did.
Yeah, I know.
Makar Sankranti, or during Makar Sankranti, the school was closed. We had a
Yeah.
holiday, and she did the drive in the vicinity. She took the police permission. She asked for the
Okay.
permission. Suddenly, in the
Uh-huh.
evening, she decided to do the drive. Next day morning, she went in the
Okay.
whole vicinity with her friends and told everybody not
Mm-hmm.
to fly kites because it troubles birds. So
Okay.
these are lot of incidents, and rescuing
Yeah, but
birds are one of the common thing which children are doing. Rescuing birds is something they do on regular basis.
the guts to actually go to a police station and say ki I'm like that kind of determination and is
Yes,
something
yes.
high, you can hardly see. Even right now, if you ask me ki you have to go to police station to get some work done, I would think twice.
I was not aware
That's
about it. Can you believe she did it by her own? Asked some family members, some people to, and see, then hats off to parents, na, because they
yeah,
understand the children's passion and they support it. Ki,
yeah,
okay, they're learning something new and we should support them. Now also these children are creating videos of their
Hmm.
own while for to teach
Yeah.
younger children. So parents are also supporting.
And these are really important life skills that again to be able to deal with cops and other people, that guts to go ahead, be that fearless to do all these street plays and everything. I think that kind of experience no school even tries to teach.
I
Usually
think,
more students are controlled so much by the teachers and parents. This is a
yes.
totally different thing.
You perfectly said this word, controlled. So I think you have seen in the
Yeah.
school the children have open ground to discuss whatever they want. They can express their
Mhm.
feelings. I think that open ground has helped them to, be like this. That you have to
Yeah.
fight for if you want something, if you need something and something is right, you need to fight for it. So because they are very vocal, they express very openly. I came to know that in the police station she gave lecture on birds because police was not ready to give the permission. So she actually gave the lecture on bird कि आपको पता है this is one type of bird, आपको
Fantastic.
पता है ये bird कौन सा है. So amazing kids.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, okay. So let's now go towards the adults and the young viewers that we have. Now, as we discussed, ki it's usually not one of the first choices that people decide to become a teacher, but there are definitely a lot of people who are interested in wildlife. Why do you think they should try to pursue or consider pursuing becoming a teacher?
I think it's the same thing in any field. There should be people who are affectionate, towards nature should be there, so that they
Yeah,
take the wise decisions, right? Similarly,
yeah,
if teachers are passionate about wildlife, they know about wildlife, then they can create greener generations, which is the need of today's time, right? We need more people
Yeah.
who are passionate about nature, who are, I will call, greener generation, and who can take care of our earth, who can take care of environment. And it will not happen till the time these right teachers are there on the in the on the ground. For
Yeah.
example, we keep on talking about EVS, we keep on talking about conserve environment, but when there is a function in the school, people use thermocol plates. So, and I have seen it. I have seen a school who had won eco-friendly school award. During their annual
Okay.
function, the whole setup was of thermocol. So,
Yeah.
I have seen it. So that's why you need all type, in every profession you need people who are
Yeah.
passionate about wildlife, so they take wise decisions. So I feel
Yeah.
that this is one reason that people should come. That is one. Second is wildlife is connected with science and geography. I think the people who know
Yeah.
wildlife really well, they can teach really well these subjects.
Definitely.
EVS, geography, and science. All three subjects can be taught really well. So
Yeah.
I would say these two, and
And
not
more with
only
expertise.
school. I would say also in social work. So that is also
Yeah.
one sector which we don't look for, right? We don't seek that we want to be, do social work. That's also
Social
a field
worker.
where
Yeah.
young kids can, look for. Ki I can be part of this social sector also. There are a lot of NGOs
Yeah.
working for various causes.
Yeah.
So people can get associated with it.
So
And
another
career-wise,
point
yeah.
that we, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. So career-wise, sometimes the question is earning, because obviously we have to feed our family. The earning part is
Yeah.
there. So I would say that as a teacher, there are a lot of earning resources also. Not only as a teacher, but you get free time to work on other aspects. You can, a lot of coaching classes are there. When I was a teacher, I was also working with National Park on conducting nature trails and a lot of programs for children. So if you're creative and if you're passionate, there are a lot of resources available for you. So I think if you're passionate, then you can become teacher also and do other things
Yeah,
also with
I
that.
think as yesterday we were discussing, ki being a teacher is, though it is time consuming, but if you know your subject, you still have a lot of time to pursue your passions. Is
Yes,
that correct?
yes, 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 yes. So that's what I want to say. Ki you definitely. I know ki even teacher's job is not easy now. It is really very time consuming. Even after school hours, you need to work. But still you will get time
Yeah.
to work on other projects. But you need to work on yourself for that.
Yeah, true. So now this school is a very unique kind of school, because uh, it can be a bit difficult if you want to even expand this kind of example in other places. Like usually the way the students are engrossed is actually reminding me of Three Idiots and the school that Funsuk Wangdu had created. So it's something right in the city, and that kind of school is right there in the city. So now, in the future, how do you plan to expand this? Do you have some plans to create this kind of schools in more areas, or just grow the school
So
that you have, or something like that?
creating more schools may not be currently. I'm looking for something currently,
Yeah,
as a lot of issues are, we don't have place, and also we are looking. Our
yeah,
main aim is to settle down first. But yes, I will like to take this project in various schools later on, or to more children, which we were trying also. Last year we were working with another school. It is little challenging because to convince people that wildlife is important and you should
yeah.
have this subject in the school, it is little challenging. But yes, we wish to take it to more children. And when I was working in the national park also, when I taught a lot of kids of international schools otherwise, they are also still in touch with me and they are also passionate. So you can understand that like all kids want to learn about it. So yes, I want to take it to more schools, but how is something we really need to plan. But we tried
Yeah.
last year. It is a little challenging.
Yeah. Guys, we will be going to our question answer session soon. So if you have any questions, you can keep dropping them in the comment section. I will get to them soon. Yeah. Okay. So are your now future ambitions and plans post this COVID situations and everything?
Bapre, post-COVID situation is little, it's actually little scary
Dicey,
also.
yeah.
Okay, dicey, scary, that how, because to sustain is the question. Now the situation is
Yes.
really very worse. But yes, hopefully, I believe that, things will fall in place within a year and we would be able to manage. So currently we are focusing on a lot of donation drives only to sustain for the children. But in future, if you say having our own space is one thing, is one of the ambition, and reaching out to more
Yeah.
children, and to have better environment, you know. So to reach out to more children will be green, future greener generation, and they will bring changes, and they will save this environment is a bigger objective, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
next ambition is I want to, within next 10 years my children will be working, right? So I am
Yeah.
looking forward to see that. So that's what I think I'm waiting for, ki when they'll grow up they'll
Your
work.
students,
And
your first batch of students
yes, they
just
passed
gave the
out.
10th standard exam, right?
So
Yeah.
within next 7 8 years they will be, you know, they
Yeah.
would be choosing their field and working somewhere. So I'm waiting
Definitely.
for that day when my first
Hmm.
batch will be choosing their profession that which they like and they're
Yeah.
doing well. So I think
Mhm.
that's something future I want to see in next 10 years.
Mhm.
They are doing well.
So the first batch is out and they are ready to. I'm sure they will be taking up a lot of different challenges and totally
Yeah, most
changing
of,
the.
yes, but most of them are willing to go for IFS, and then naturally these
Uh-huh.
are the profession they are
So
looking
yeah,
for.
that's what I wanted to ask you. What are the professions that they are planning? Usually, in any school, you ask most of them would say a pilot or an engineer or doctor or something like that. Those who are
Yes.
more controlled by their parents. But what are the
So, which is the
students?
common thing which they say, I will say, which common profession. They
Yeah.
also speak about, somebody will
Hmm.
say software engineer, someone said that I want
Yeah.
to create apps. Some, this is also
Hmm.
a profession they choose, but the common profession which they say is naturalist, then IFS,
Hmm.
IAS,
Yeah.
so civil service basically, and
Hmm.
army. Army also they say, most of the kids say army. So these are the
Okay.
professions they generally talk
I
about.
think
So
if these kids become IAS and IFS officers, I mean, it would be
and yes,
incredible.
I missed on this. Many of them also say teacher, and few of my children said that we, this is the dream they are seeing. They said ki we want to create more Rishi Valmiki eco schools, and we want to be founder. We want to create school. We want to establish school. So this is also the thing.
Fantastic.
So they dream big. I would say they're dreaming big.
Like, yeah, that is truly big to be a founder of a school. I don't feel anyone plans to be that. Like, I have
I
not
when
heard
my
anyone coming and saying, "Okay, I want to like create an
two,
entire school."
yes,
Teacher is
yes,
definitely, yeah, to
yes,
create a
yes.
school
So when these
is.
two girls said that, one was in third standard, one was in eighth standard, both of them together planned this, that we'll do it together. So I told them, both of them, कि we have our school, right? You handle it, because मैं तो तब तक बुढ़ी हो जाऊंगी. So who will handle the school? You both will handle. So they told me, ma'am, one school is not enough, and you have already established it. We want to reach out to more children. This was the answer they gave me. I think
Incredible, incredible, and that
so.
kind of like this is a different kind of maturity that these kids are
Yes.
showing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
It's
say that, because
wouldn't
and
have.
that we experience on regular basis. They are very mature, and
Hmm.
as I again I
Yeah,
will say this, keep they have got open environment to speak, and that is
yeah,
more important. Na? They can open up and they can
hmm,
speak about lot of issues in the school, and that's why this confidence has, you know, I can see in lot of
yeah,
children. All of them are gem actually.
definitely. Definitely. I'm actually missing them a lot. Like I'm hoping कि as soon as things are back to a bit normal, we can go for a trail and enjoy a lot of nice time with them. Okay. So I don't see a lot of questions. I see a lot of support coming from many of the those who are listening. Some of them are saying that they are with you and they are going to support. So guys, do follow Rishi Valmiki Eco School and spread this message. This is a very unique initiative. Usually, it's more easy or convenient to give donations or funding to something that is visually emotionally challenged. Ki feeding some dogs or giving directly food in hand, definitely it has an impact. But what you are doing right now, right here, is something that is going to definitely have a very long term and far reaching impact. All these students are going to definitely do something for their community, or the people or the nation, as many of them are planning to go in army. So guys, please support them. If you can try to make some donations, please go ahead and share their story with others. Talk about them with your schools, friends, and everyone, and let their school be known as far as possible. We have one question. So, Omkar has a question. Ma'am, do you feel connecting with people from different professions can help you in this wonderful concept?
So yes, definitely connecting with professionals definitely will help. But we are trying to reach out to people. So if we come across anybody
Mhm.
who is interested to support the cause and can give their expertise,
Yeah.
then we are very always welcome for the same. So, and we are trying
You
also.
have
We are
got.
trying. Yeah,
Go
Anurag.
ahead, go ahead.
So we are trying to reach out to people also, not only even for the funding purpose, and also, as I said, we have these mentoring sessions in the school where we welcome people in the school and talk about their journey. So we have such a lot of events where we invite people to get connected with the cause. Can definitely.
So you have got a program called Youth. Sorry, you have got this program called Youth for Education or Teachers or something like that, right? So what is that program?
Young teachers. So there are two
Young
programs.
teachers.
One
Sorry,
is young
sorry.
teacher and one is
Yeah.
young teacher. So young teachers are basically our in-house program, which is conducted by our young children. So our 7, 8, and
Mm-hmm.
9 standard students teach first to fourth about wildlife.
Okay.
So we call them
Uh-huh.
young teachers and young naturalists. So young
Okay.
naturalists teach wildlife topics and young teachers teach academic topics. So this is how there is connection between
Okay.
grade 1 child and grade 9 child. So, they are
Yeah,
one
yeah.
team, they become one team and they have mentors in the school itself that, okay, I want to become like this student. So, this is the program. And another is mentoring sessions, which we have where we welcome people from other fields to have a chat with our children for an hour.
Okay.
So, where they talk about their journey. And we then, our children also present our work, and wherever we can get associated, we do that.
I think this particular program is really amazing because I think teaching teaches you more than being a student. Because when you
Yes,
have to
yes,
teach someone
Anurag.
else,
Yes,
because
yes.
when you have to teach someone else, you have to be more cautious on making sure that what you know is totally foolproof and complete. Okay. So let's go to our. If we have any more questions coming up, we'll definitely take up those. But let's proceed to our rapid fire round. Okay, if anyone has any questions, please go ahead and ask anything related to teaching, education sector. Please, we are open to the questions. Yeah. Let's go to our rapid fire round. Just some questions you have to answer what comes to your mind first. Not
Okay.
much of a hurry, but be comfortable. Yeah. So, yeah, your favorite wildlife reserve.
Ranthambore.
Okay. Favorite animal which you relate to or something like that.
Elephant.
I was actually expecting this answer because Masera suggested and she told that this is the answer that you will be giving, and you have a nice theory behind it. Can you share?
Yes, because elephants are very motherly and they not only take care of their own kid, but they take care of all the elephant babies. And that's why I relate
Mhm.
myself with elephant that I take care of my own child, but my other kids also. So I say I have 568 children.
Fantastic. Okay. Favorite subject to teach besides wildlife.
Geography. Geography.
Okay. Yeah. Wildlife vacation location or spot.
There are many, but any wildlife reserve, any.
That would be fine. Okay. So, what is your favorite activity that the kids do, or you do along with the kids?
So I think that our wildlife festival is the one of the best activity which we do in the
Yeah,
school, and it's a
definitely.
very long 4 months, 5 months ongoing activity.
So, any interest or hobby beyond what we have discovered so far?
So teaching is my hobby. I say that teaching is my hobby. Apart from that, acting, acting is another hobby. And then I get a lot of many opportunities in the classroom to do that. So nobody can, see what we are doing in the classroom. Only me and kids know what we are doing in the classroom.
So you have got your own private audience.
Yes.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, if being teacher was not an option, what profession would you choose?
Teaching is first love, but
Mhm.
yeah, some performing arts.
Okay,
So
okay,
it can be acting, dancing, but some performing arts.
okay.
So that's why I'm
Yeah,
happy that I'm teacher because I can,
mhm.
play any role.
Integrate both. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, integrate both.
N number of roles that you can play.
Yes.
I, yeah, I think this session has been wonderful. What every time I have a conversation with you and know about your school, and every time it's a new thing that we learn from your students. I think we have got one question. Okay, we have got one question from Nest of turn. Hello, ma'am. It's amazing to know about your work. Knowing how attached your students are with the school. Sorry. Can you give a pro tip to as a teacher? So, what suggestion would you give as a teacher
Don't
to other
never ever
educators?
never ever judge your child, your student, and
Mm-hmm.
they will be yours forever. And once they are yours, you can teach them any subject. So never judge them, just accept them they as they are, and then
Okay.
they become yours. Yes.
Hmm. I actually wanted to take one more question along with you. Is in every school right now, environment is another subject that people are taught, but over here, wildlife is a bit different. What is the difference between teaching EVS and environmental studies and wildlife? What differences
Yeah,
do you see?
there is a huge difference. Actually, a lot of schools are focusing on EVS. Okay, and EVS is
Yeah.
basically actual practical activities where you
Hmm.
segregate the dry and wet garbage and all these
Yeah.
activities, right? But we are
Hmm.
that is one part of even our curriculum, but that is one small
Yeah.
part of our curriculum. But the bigger part is wildlife.
Hmm.
Now, what makes a
Yeah.
difference? I tell you, कि these activities children will do because somebody is asking them to do it. It is not going to come from their
Hmm.
heart. Only few kids will, willing to do it. Otherwise, it is just part of
Hmm.
their curriculum. Teachers are asking to do, so we are doing it.
Yeah.
But when you're
Usually,
teaching
EVS is
wildlife,
something. Yeah. Yeah, students and people, everyone does it for that 10 marks or something like that extra thing. But yeah, so what's the difference?
but if you teach wildlife, they get connected with nature and they fall in love with nature. So these EVS activities, now they are going to automatically do it. So my children, as I said, ki
Mhm.
now at native place they are birding, they plant trees, they clean the
Mhm.
road, they do these rally things to save, birds. Uh, so all
Mhm.
these things we are not telling them; they are automatically,
Yeah.
naturally doing it. So I think school should focus more on wildlife part. Exposing children to
Mhm.
what beautiful nature is, and these
Yeah.
things they will automatically learn, they will automatically do it, because whatever you love you are going to conserve, nobody has to tell
Yeah.
you. And this will be lifetime, na? Otherwise EVS activity
Yeah.
would be only in the school, later on they are going to forget it.
Yes.
But once they have learned about nature, it is lifetime, and when in whichever profession they go, they'll see to it that they are eco-friendly, they are wise, taking wise decision.
Yeah.
They are very thoughtful.
I think this is where the motto of nationalist and your schools are a bit common, where even we are trying to, our ideas to, well, first people need to love wildlife and love nature, and then only they will plan or try to do something to conserve it and
True.
protect it. Yeah.
True.
Okay, okay. So, Nikita ma'am, it has been a pleasure having you on this session. I'm sure a lot of people are just amazed by what you're doing, and will maybe they will plan to become a teacher. They will definitely connect with you in that particular case. And I hope you present a strong case for people to actually pursue in the education field and become teachers. Though there are so many news that are coming, and there are so many disappointing news when it comes to teachers and their pay is not going through and everything. But I think there's still, you present a ray of hope where it's not just about a profession, but definitely a service to the society and the community, and what that's what you're representing right now. So thanks a lot for joining and coming for this session and
Thank you,
spending time with
Anurag.
us.
You are also doing a wonderful job. The whole team of Naturalist Foundation is doing a wonderful job. So, all the best to you all as well.
Yeah. Okay. I hope to see you soon, maybe on a
Same here.
trail along with your kids. Okay. Hope you do. Hope everything and this COVID situation mellows down, and the students are able to come back to their beloved school. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye
Yes.
bye,
Yeah.
Anurag.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye bye.